Alright guys, welcome back, and this is part 2 of the raw lasagna, and this is going to be the actual tomato sauce we're going to be putting together here. So the first thing you're going to need is a cup of sun-dried tomatoes soaked, and I put here, we got 3 tomatoes just cut up, 1/4 cup of water. Now the water I use I got from the soaked tomatoes. Okay, so that's why it's going to have a little reddish color in there. And so you might want to make note of that. Also, we have a teaspoon of onion powder. The garlic we're going to save till last. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that right now. And then I have a couple of basils. Now what I do is I actually have my own basil plant, and when they're big enough, when the leaves are big enough, I actually pick them off, put them in a brown paper bag, and put them in the freezer. That way I have always fresh basil. So something you might want to consider doing. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this started. And I also, before I forget, put about a tablespoon of olive oil and some Himalayan salt. Now, again, this is Himalayan salt. Yes, I know that's not the container for it, but I just put the Himalayan salt in there because it's just really convenient for me. And then, of course, the black pepper. And I think that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and put these ingredients together. And let's see. Now, I normally would crush this up, but it kind of got thawed out now. And for the olive oil, I'm just going to eyeball it. Alright. And the sea salt, Himalayan salt. Now, you want to do this to taste, so sometimes this thing gets kind of stuck. Alright. And then some pepper. That's about enough. And then let's get this bad boy cranked up. If you don't have one of these Blendtec, you could probably get away with doing something like this on a regular blender. But the Blendtec or any of these kind of high-power type of blenders are really good because it really, pulverizes and grinds all the ingredients down to a good, consistency in terms of the creaminess. So it's kind of important. I haven't really tried it on a regular blender. I have played around with the bullet that I have, but that was mainly for shakes and stuff like that. Never actually done something like that. All right, so here we go, and we're going to put this on sauces. So I just got finished, and I actually had to add a few more things in there, so I went ahead and put the garlic in there. I put a couple more leaves of basil and some Himalayan Himalayan salt. And I put about 17 twists, but it's really up to your own taste. And I also put about half a tablespoon of olive oil. And this is the consistency that it's coming out to. And see how nice and thick that is? That's what you want. You don't want it to be too runny when you're making this dish. So, yeah, buddy. All right, we're getting close. Now we're gonna put this all together, and I'll see you guys in a minute.
The girl them skill arty, Thunderball. Some give it to, some give it to, some give it to our girls. 5,040,000 naughty shorty. Baby girl, all my girls, all my girls. Thunderball say, well, I'm on the way, the time cold. I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the